Okay, hello everybody. We'll be starting very soon, I think in about 6 minutes probably. It's the outlap now. Okay, hello everybody. Let me get the starting grid real quick. So, starting from pole position will be Mark Martin in the Williams. Right behind him we'll have Crazy Demon from Ferrari alongside Mattia, who's in P3. And in P4 we'll have Yursky, who's the second Williams driver. In P5 we have Ashley from Red Bull. We have Jarnilo, the Mercedes driver, in P6. And in P7 we have Green Yoshi, and I have no idea what team he belongs to, so I won't tell you that. And P8 I believe we have Apply, also known as Arda, who's the second Red Bull driver. And in P9 we have Wenhego. And is that it? Let me check. I think in P10 it's Ita, but I'm not sure. So the drivers are making their way to the starting grid. They'll be waiting for the formation lap. Everyone is just getting ready now. Okay, interestingly enough, it looks like one of the William drivers is not here, apparently. And that would be, I think, Yursky. Okay, I think I know what's happening. Okay, so that means that basically Yursky will not show up. Mouse will be driving for him instead, but because Yursky was the one to qualify, that means Mouse will be starting from the pit lane. Who else is starting from the pit lane? Let me see. Okay, so that's Florca Blancs, the Alpine driver. I don't think he qualified, that's probably why. And same with Kevin, I don't think he was here yesterday. So those three cars are starting from the pit lane. And okay, that means that everyone moved up one place. So that means Ashley is starting in P4 because Yursky did not show up. We had quite a qualifying session yesterday. The gap to the pole position from P2 was actually 4 thousandths of a second, which is quite remarkable actually. Now they're getting ready for the formation lap. It's about to begin. I'm just gonna get a cup of tea real quick. Okay, and the formation lap has been finished now, as Martin crosses the line, and now we'll be getting ready for the actual start. Everyone just needs to cross the line first, so we can begin. Okay, here we go. So, I believe it's going to be 42 laps, something like that, basically. Which means there probably will be just one pit stop, although we might see. However, due to the nature of this track, I believe that the degradation won't be such a major issue, because we have a lot of straights on this track, which means that basically the tires are not used all that much throughout the lap. It'll be very interesting to see whether the two Ferraris can actually compete with Mark over the whole race pace, especially after yesterday's qualifying, which was extremely close between those top three. I think top three was, P3 was just a tenth away, or at least 2/10. So that's pretty impressive, if you ask me. Mark, of course, managed to do the same lap twice somehow, which I think is even more insane. Astley will probably be just looking to keep his position in P4. That would probably satisfy him. Of course, Jarnelo is pretty good around here, apparently, as well. So it will be definitely quite the fight, indeed. So, looks like everyone is ready now. Oh, we have 5 people watching. That's pretty nice. Thank you all for coming. Usually I'm just here alone, so talking to myself. Okay, I didn't notice the lights. Okay, so we are going right now. Giga is chasing Martin. This is the actual lap, it's not a formation. Somehow, the second Ferrari driver has fallen off. Jarnelo takes P3. Actually, Astley fighting there as well. What happened to Mattia? Let me just see real quick, because it looks like he might have had some kind of an issue. Looks like he probably hit a couple of walls, because he's going extremely slowly now for some reason. He has clearly some issues. Ashley also having issues, hits the wall there. The Apply Arda is in P3 right now. Oh my god, he had a great start. He basically took like 5 positions or 7 in the start. So now we're moving to Crazy Demon. Pacing down Mark Martin. Doesn't want to give up that race win. Not after yesterday's qualifying, which he had a chance to take the pole position, but it was really just so close between those two. throughout the whole season so far, most of the races were pretty much just those two fighting it out on track. Of course, Crazy Demon had a few bad races, and this is really the kind of difference between him and Mark. Mark usually has pretty much a good race every single race. He rarely ever has a bad performance. Oh, now we have 9 people, and Crazy Demon just hits the curve there and spins, loses the place to Apply, and oh, that's looking pretty bad. Currently, the fastest lap is by Mark Martin, with Crazy Demon in second. So Apply actually is in P2 somehow. Remember, guys, he started this race in P7, I think, or something like that, basically. And he moved up the field, but now it looks like Mattia has caught up. Same with Crazy Demon, and now they're probably gonna be trying to get back the position from Apply. Well, let's see if Apply can hold this on for a little longer. He might have a good chance for a good result here today. It's really hard to not stress out on this track. It's such a narrow circuit. It's very easy to lose focus and basically hit the wall. Even if you hit the wall slightly, you might get a huge spin, so it's very important to drive consistently and see where your braking points are. So pretty much at the moment, Martin has built a quite large gap. I think it's around 5 seconds, if not more. He's running away with it currently. He's also fastest guy on the grid by a whole second somehow. But I guess, why am I even surprised at this point? It's Martin. It's pretty much just like that every race. Okay, so Crazy Demon takes back the P2 from Apply. Apply is still fighting for it though. Not giving up that easily. Mattia is in P4 right there, behind Apply as well. He had quite a bad start. He lost a lot of places, but it looks like those Ferraris are just very quick compared to the rest of the field. Let's see where Ashley is currently. Ashley is fighting in the midfield really, in P6 right now. Mouse started from pits. He's in P5, which is quite a good start, I'd say, probably. Also, guys, let me know if the volume is okay or if the engines need to be more loud. Oh, and Ashley has another moment there. Oh, geez. Also, sorry for the delay, but I was looking at the stream on YouTube, so I had to read it. A couple of things. My bad. Okay, so Apply is fighting with Mattia for P3. No, P2. Yeah. Wait, P2. What happened to Crazy Demon again? I think Crazy Demon crashed when I wasn't looking, which is quite awkward. Because he clearly is not there anymore. Yeah, it looks like he must have crashed, because I have no idea how that could have happened to him. He was in P2, so that's very unfortunate for Crazy Demon. Losing so much. Now we have Apply still fighting for P2 actually with Mattia, which is pretty admirable actually. But overall it looks like Mattia might have more pace, which is quite worrying, but who knows. Apply might still get a podium here, especially with Crazy Demon being so gone, like pretty much. I believe he could probably just DNF at this point. But who knows. Anything can happen, really. Now Martin. Martin is 9 seconds away from P2. It looks like it's gonna be another dominant win for Martin unless some sort of bad luck happens. Now if we look at the corner cuts, let's see. Martin has 0 overall. A few drivers have 1 and a couple have more than that. I think it's the new drivers who have the most, really. Astley lost a lot of places on the start. He started in P4 when the second Williams didn't show up, and he lost 4 places in 7 laps. Mouse didn't even qualify yesterday, and he's doing quite a good job of keeping up with everyone. Astley is also quite quick right now. He has the 4th fastest lap. But yes, it's Martin and P1 with Mattia in P2, and Apply in P3, and Mouse in P4. Now Mouse is kind of chasing down on Apply. He is actually losing a little, so it's gonna be interesting to see if we can catch up or not, because Apply is clearly improving. He'll definitely try to fight to keep this podium. Quite a lot of lag. As you can see, the cars are slightly teleporting through the track, and that's the vision lag. Sometimes the server crashes during the race, so let's see if that happens here. That would probably benefit the hard tire runners more so than the people who started on mediums. Oh, Mattia actually hit the wall, and now it gives chance to Apply to gain the position into P2, but let's see if he can do that. From what I've seen so far, Apply gained a lot of positions by basically just driving more safely than others. He didn't really hit any walls and didn't have any weird moments, and that's probably a good idea, really. Looks like Mouse also could have had an issue. Oh yeah, he definitely had some sort of crash in the sector 2 on previous lap. As you can see, he actually lost about 7 seconds there. Yes, okay. So now we have 4 cars actually fighting for, I think, P5? Kevin actually doing quite a good job. Now he's actually fighting with Apply, which is, well, really surprising, I'd say. Looks like Apply had a mistake there. Let me check. Yes, he lost 4 seconds. That makes sense. So now it's actually Aston Martin and P... Actually, wait, what happened there? When did Crazy Demon get into P2? I'm so confused. God. Okay, that's weird. Wait, let's check. Yeah, I have no idea what actually happened. Looks like he got his laps added back again, because I have pretty much no other way to explain how that just happened. I have no idea how Giga did that. I'm very confused. But let's just pretend like that's completely normal. Okay, so it looks like it's Ferrari 2 and 3. So everyone else there is fighting for P4, I think. No, actually P5, because Kevin is in P4. Okay. Oh, Jarnilo spins on the curb. Yeah, that corner is very dangerous. It's very easy to either get stuck on the cone on the inside of that turn, or just basically hit the wall and spin out. Also here, the same thing, really. It's those two corners which are the probably largest issue on the track for most people. It's very easy to miss your braking point when you're going so fast. So, Martin has the fastest lap, and Crazy Demon is closely behind in P2, with a lap that was 2/10 slower. But yeah, overall gap is 6 seconds between those two. I think Crazy Demon crashed and then had his laps added back in, because I have no other way to explain it unless I missed something, which is also possible. Wait, are they lapping the Haas? Wait, that would be insane. It's been like 12 laps. There's no way that Haas is already getting lapped. Oh man. It looks like Apply has possible pace to catch Kevin, actually. Okay, never mind. He just went 6 tenths slower on this lap. Astley is keeping up with Mouse. I think they have quite similar pace. Yeah. Pretty similar. Of course, why am I here? Oh, that's weird. Okay, moving on. Crazy Demon. Kind of lonely race, actually. He's just trying to chase Mark. He actually has gained like 5 tenths. So it's not looking too bad. He's actually gaining on Mark now. Mark makes some... I think he had a corner cut that was invalid. Whoa. Okay. Forget whatever I just said. He lost 2 seconds alone on that lap. Must have made some sort of a mistake. But he has a quite good sector 1 there, actually. Yeah, that's very impressive. Especially on used up hard tires. It's been like 13 laps on those, so... This would be a very good result for Kevin if he manages to stay in P4. Looks like most people are on mediums. We have a couple drivers like Kevin and Giga who are on hards currently. Oh, Ashley... Okay, Ashley is still there. He's still keeping up. But I think he's losing time now. He's 2 seconds off Mouse. Napa is just a second away from Kevin, really. They're very close. Well, things might happen in the pit lane, as it's a quite tight pit lane entry actually, so some people might crash into it. So let's see if that changes anything really. I think pit window is in like 20, on lap 20 or 22. Depends if people are on hards or on mediums. I think on mediums it's lap 20. Jarnilo also lost quite a few places, or did he? Let me see again. Okay, yeah, Jarnolo started in P6 actually. Well, P5. If you take into account that the Yursky, the Williams driver, didn't show up. So yeah, he also lost a few places, but Astley had probably the worst start. Really, he lost pretty much 3 places. Well, it's not that much, but you know, now started in the pit lane and he's in P6 ahead of him. It looks like server might actually crash here. We're getting a lot of lag right now. It looks like it might not be very long until it crashes. As you can see, there's the transmission whine sound is actually completely lagged, which is usually a sign that the server is barely holding on. When that happens, it's usually a couple of minutes before the crash, but who knows? It might not happen, or it might happen. For some drivers, it's actually harder to drive with lag, especially if it's FPS issues, but usually it's just the sound, which is quite distracting sometimes. Oh, oh, is it? I think we crashed. Okay, I think we crashed, and the... Actually, no. Yeah, we crashed or just shut down. Okay. So it looks like we'll have a restart, which gives another chance for Crazy Demon to race against Mark. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, you always have to take into account server crashing. It's actually quite interesting. That means that Crazy Demon will be able to start on mediums if he wishes to, because he started the race on hards, which basically gives him better tires for the restart. Of course, he might choose hard still, because it's still a lot of laps left. I don't know if the drivers will need to do a pit stop or if that will not be the case anymore, but we'll see. Okay, so yeah, that means pretty much a restart from the positions in which the race, when the server crashed. So let me just read out the starting positions again. For the restart, we'll have Mark Martin in P1, Crazy Demon in P2, Mattia in P3, Evan in P4, Apple in P5, Mouse in P6, Ashley in P7, Jarnalo in P8, and Ita in P9, Orca Blogs in P10, Green Yoshi in P11, and Wenhego in P12. And I think that's it, unless there's, I think there's a couple other drivers, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. Okay, so no mandatory pit stops. Quite interesting choice, especially that we have uh, such large amounts of laps left. I think it's, let me check. That should be around, I think around 26 laps. So looks like we'll have a couple actually of pit stops, unless someone decides to go on hards for the rest of the race. Okay, it's 25 remaining. No, I'm pretty sure they're still going to do at least one pit stop, because it's definitely very difficult to do that many laps, even on hard tires. I think they're gonna probably actually have to use two compounds though. So yeah, it looks like some people will have to use mediums. Okay, most people are on hard tires, so I guess they will try to just basically continue on hards and not do the pit stop. This is gonna be quite difficult actually. 26 laps. I don't know. Actually, what might happen instead is that we get 20 laps on hards and then we get about 5 laps on mediums. So we'll see if that's the case. I guess you could probably make up about 2 seconds per lap compared to fresh tires, comparing them to like used up parts. I mean, yeah, pit stop is probably like 20 seconds, right? Around that kind of time. I guess you could probably make it up in, or maybe not actually. 6 laps might not be enough to make up that kind of gap. So it'd be quite interesting on a strategy, because the mandatory pit stop is no longer mandatory. Why is the Aston Martin doing whatever he's doing? That's weird. Okay, so race. It's no formation lap, it's the restart. Here we go. Let's watch the lights. 25 laps. No mandatory pit stop, so we have probably diverging strategies. Yeah, most people are on hard tires. I don't see anyone on mediums actually. Yeah, the Sauber, for some reason, is on mediums. And that's probably it. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. And it's lights out, and the restart goes away. Oh, quite a good start from Crazy Demon. He's right there with Mark. Let's see how it goes. So it's Martin in P1 still, Giga in P2. Mattia is fighting there with Mouse, and I think that's Astley, or is that Apply? That's Astley. Apply is also behind them. Quite interesting. Very good start from all of these drivers. Ooh, oh, is Giga actually getting ahead now? Looks like Martin might have hit the wall there slightly. Okay, they're now going through, starting sector 2 right now. Let's see. It's a very long straight. Looks like Martin had a better exit. Now he's getting slightly ahead of Giga. Giga is also Crazy Demon. Okay, now they're brake. That's very good from both of them. Looks like Giga is gaining again. Now they're coming across to finish their lap and start another one. Wow, and what we have here, Ashley is in P3, fighting with Apply and Mattia. Mouse lost a little bit there. It's very bunched up between those two. I mean, between those three. They're all very close together. So it's two Red Bulls fighting with Ferrari for the podium. That will be very interesting. Crazy Demon has fallen off Mark a little bit. It's still very close. Look at that sector 1 from Mark Martin. He goes purple there. Actually faster than Crazy Demon in all sectors. He is 5/10 up on him just on this lap alone. It looks like, actually no, let's see if does Giga actually gain in the final sector. Yes, he does gain a little. Okay, so now the gap between those two is 5/10, half a second, very close still. Anything might happen. Martin might hit a wall, Giga might hit a wall, who knows. Now they finished Sector 1. Giga now is going faster instead, but look at that, it's so marginal. It's almost the same Sector 1 between those two. Apply is actually managing to stay in P3. Fighting with Mattia again, just like the last time. Ashley made a couple of mistakes, fell back 2 places. Mouse is there as well, Jarnilo is there as well. Apply is losing the podium to Mattia. Oh, Mattia making some mistakes, he's under the pressure. Giga chasing Martin, but not very successfully. Martin just keeps doing purple after purple at this point. The last lap, the gap was 5/10 again. He's consistently gaining half a second each lap. Now the gap from P1 to P2 is 1 second. Mouse is looking to gain position on Apply. Let's see if he can do that. It'd be probably important to conserve your tires unless someone is trying to do at least one pit stop, but they might actually try to keep going on hards until the end. On this track, it's very important to get a good exit out of these corners, which have a long straight right after them. So here as well, for example, it's very important to have the good exit speed, because that's where you gain most time on the exit, especially when you have a long straight right after the corner. And yeah, most of this track is probably straights, as you can see. In Sector 1 there's a long straight in Sector 2, and Sector 3 as well. Oh, we have a fight between the Red Bulls, quite interesting. Obviously, those two drivers are very, very close to each other on pace. That's always pretty much been the case since they've been teammates. Now, Crazy Demon is... Oh, look at Mark. Mark had another fastest lap. What this guy is doing is just so impressive on each track. Look at that. And Crazy Demon, as fast as he is currently, he's not really able to keep going like this. He lost 6/10 on that lap. Now he's over 2 seconds behind Mark. Mattia also doing quite a good job. He was 3/10 faster than his teammate on previous lap. But yeah, he's overall 3 seconds away. You can see Giga is there in front of him. So let's see if Mattia can actually catch up to Giga and fight him. That would be quite interesting as well to see. We would have a fight between the Red Bull drivers and the Ferrari drivers as well. Actually very close behind Mouse. This is fight for P4. But it's a freeway fight, so it's quite exciting. So we are on board with Arda, also known as Apply, and P6. You can see his teammate in front of him, fighting with Mouse. Actually quite close to each other. Oh my god. That's looking very intense. Okay, as he hits the wall, that's... I wonder if that was an accident or he was trying to slow himself down by using the wall as brakes. But that doesn't look like he went much faster. Wow, what a... Oh, oh, that's a large mistake from Ashley. He almost flipped his car on the curb in sector in turn 1. Lost a lot of time to his teammate there and Mouse as well. Look at that sector 1 from Crazy Man. That was on previous lap. He was uh two... No, actually how much faster than the current sector that he got. He was, I think, 2/10 or 4/10 faster than Martin and himself actually. So Giga is now slightly picking up the pace, it looks like. He did have a corner cut on previous lap though. So looking at the corner cuts currently, Giga has 1 and Martin has 0. Ashley has actually 4, Yoshi has 8, and Arda has 2. But he has also 3, so those drivers with over or 3 corner cuts will be getting a 3-second time penalty. Looks like Ashley gained back the time he lost. So that's pretty good from him. You have to know that this field is very close. Even if one of the drivers is faster in a certain sector, they'll definitely be faster or slower in another. Ashley's clearly pushing it a lot here. He hits the curb again, almost loses the balance of the car, but looks like he still got a pretty good exit actually. So you have Mouse in P4, Ashley in P5, and Apple in P6. Looks like Ashley is actually gaining on Mouse in Sector 3. Yeah, he gained 4/10, so that's quite a lot. Oh, look at that, that was a very good turn 1 from Ashley. Gaining on Mouse. So that looks like we'll have quite a fight there. Mattia is actually 5 seconds away from his teammates, so it looks like he's quite lonely out there. And Crazy Demon, surprisingly, has gained a lot of time on Mark. Now he's just under 3 seconds away from him. So that's looking pretty good from him. He is going faster than Mark, but he has 2 corner cuts, so he has to be careful, especially that Mark has pretty much 0 at this point. Oh, that didn't look too good. I think he got stuck on a wall there. Oh yeah, he lost another second there, quite unfortunate. Or at least half a second actually, so that's quite a lot of time. Especially that he was actually gaining on Mark in other sectors. Yeah, Mark is clearly very consistent of a driver. Pretty much making minimal amount of mistakes here. He's doing quite a good job at staying cool and calm. It's probably the best thing you can do on this type of a street track. Just staying calm. Not trying to push too hard. Okay. Looks like we're halfway there. Uh, Now we have 13 laps remaining. They might do a pit stop, but I think that probably most drivers will just try to carry the tires for the entire 25 laps. The reason we have 25 is because the server crashed in lap 16 or 17. Looking back on the field is something that I haven't done a lot, so let's do that now. We have Ita fighting with Jarnilo. Is that right? Yes, that's correct. Fighting with Jarnilo for, it looks like P8. Jarnilo hits the wall, loses time, and Ita keeps the position. Okay, so it looks like we have Aston Martin in P7 and P8, with Kevin being in the P7. Slightly ahead of his teammate. As you can see, the field is quite competitive, I'd say, at least up until P8. Those drivers are pretty much just 1 second apart from each other, from P1 to P8. Well, maybe more actually. But yeah, it's still quite close. Obviously the cars are equal, or at least that's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be equal in performance. However, some people may argue that it's not the case, but we might never know really. Sometimes on A chases, which is what this game uses, obviously, you have this thing. I think actually it's pretty much in all cars, no matter what the programming is. Sometimes, even if you have the same script inside of two cars, the performance might be different depending on basically the wheelbase. So if those cars have a different wheelbase, so for example the front is further away from the rear compared to another car, the car with the shorter distance would probably have better cornering. Actually, I should probably ask Rob, the owner of this league, if that's the case. Because that could probably explain a lot of issues, but I think they have pretty much the same wheelbase, so it doesn't really matter. I think it's called the wheelbase. Well, I'm actually not sure. Okay, so we have Apply in P5, Assi in P6. Not really surprising position, that's probably the average of this season for those two. Mattia is pretty comfortably... Wait. Whoa, what happened there? I totally missed that, but Giga actually went to do a pit stop. Now he's on mediums. Let's see if Crazy Demon will actually be gaining on Mark. He's 2/10 faster in Sector 1. Let's see if he actually gains in Sector 2 as well. He does gain a second, so it looks like this was a good decision. He has 10 laps to catch up, so he would need to be quite quick on those. Let me see just what the gap will be between those two on this lap. Okay, so Giga is 16 seconds away. Okay, and he has 9 laps left. Oh, that's not looking too good. He did go faster than Mark on previous lap, but it wasn't really fast enough. He would need to be quite a lot faster, actually probably faster than a whole second per lap to catch up to Mark and actually overtake him. But he did gain at least, well, 7/10, and it's looking pretty consistent as well. He should probably be able to at least take back P2 from his teammate, at the very least. That's very good from Giga. As you can see, he's going pretty much consistently 1 minute and 11 seconds, .1. That was only, well, 500ths slower, I think. Yes, that's pretty close. And actually now Mark and Giga have the exact same sector 1. Which just really shows how good the hard tires are. That they have such low degradation that you can pretty much do 17 laps with them and have equal pace to fresh mediums. Mouse quite comfortably in P4. The both Red Bulls still fighting each other, not really working together. As you can see, it looks like Asti had a better exit from the last corner there. Oh, and Asti hits an invisible wall, I think. He spins. Oh, that's pretty bad. This guy has very bad luck, as you can see. Pretty much all races, he always has some kind of an issue like that. And it looks like he will not be fighting his teammate anymore, as you can see. Mark is, well, running away with the win. Meanwhile, Crazy Demon is now just 3 seconds away from his teammate. That's looking pretty good from him. He is gaining on him, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. This might have been a quite bad decision to do the pit stop, actually. Let's check the corner cuts. Giga has only 2, but he has 6 now. Okay, so even if they finish like this, it looks like Crazy Demon will have P2 regardless. Mark has still 0 corner cuts. I have no idea how he's doing that. Now it's 2 seconds. Well, over 2 seconds. Just barely over 2 seconds. By gap. Okay, so I have Williams in P1, Ferrari in P2 and P3, and another Williams in P4, and then we have Red Bulls in P5 and P6. Ooh, and Crazy Demon is, as you can see, is kind of cooking there. That was 4/10 faster than Martin. Also faster in Sector 2. Still very consistent, actually. Looks like he probably will overtake his teammates. It's 6 laps to go now. Wow, okay, so far, Giga has been doing this for, I think, about... how many laps? I think like 6 or 7 laps, probably. And he's been pretty much within 1/10 the entire time. or 2/10 really. So yeah, that's very good from him. Very consistent. And looks like he did get ahead of Mattia on this lap, so that's very good. Kevin is also improving. He might be able to catch up with Astley, I think. Their pace is quite similar. He is actually gaining on Astley as well. Well, I don't think he will be able to catch up to Mark. It's quite a large gap. It's, well, 13 seconds. It's pretty much impossible at this point. I bet if Giga was second faster in each lap, that would probably not happen. Giga now actually is taking a lot of risks. He has currently 3 corner cuts, so he will have a 3-second time penalty. And Mattia has actually 6, so he will have actually 6 seconds of a penalty. Mouse has 9 corner cuts. Wow, that's a lot. That's a pretty large number. But Asti has actually 12, so that's even more. Apply might actually get P4. Since Mouse has a 9-second penalty, so looks like the order will probably change a little when the penalties are handed out. I don't think Martin has done a single lap that has been under 12 seconds. I mean, over 12 seconds, yeah. He's pretty much been under 12 seconds for this entire race. For 20 laps, he has been doing laps that have been within just 1 second. It's very impressive consistency. He's clearly not even pushing anymore. He's just driving very consistent lap times. Wow, this is a pretty boring race now. Everyone is quite apart from each other. We don't really have any fights. And I think Ita has actually left because he's not here anymore. Maybe he crashed or something. Okay, so Apply is just 4 seconds behind Mouse, so that definitely means that after the penalties, Mouse will lose that place, and that would put Apply in P4. Now it's 2 laps remaining. Even after Crazy Demon changed the tires to mediums, you can still see that Martin was still faster on the hard tires on the start of this restart. I think that's how many? Yeah, that's half a thousand. Wait, no, half 100. Yeah. No, is it? No, I'm stupid. That's just 500 a second difference. Oh, actually, no, it's more like 300. Yeah. So even then, it's still looking pretty much like it's impossible to catch up to Mark. definitely hard to keep up the pace on hard tires that are 25 laps long. I mean old, yeah. Another corner cut from Giga. Oh, he has 5. Oh, he needs to be quite careful actually. Looks like Martin made a mistake. He lost 2 seconds on previous lap in Sector 2 and Sector 3 each by 1 second, so who knows. I mean, it's final lap, so I doubt we will have any issues. Crazy Demon is 13 seconds away from Mark, so I don't think there's gonna be any issues for Martin here. Looks like he will take the win in Vegas. But let's see, now he goes through Sector 2. Starting Sector 3, long straight. Quite smooth there, very consistent still. Now he's on the final straight. And he passes the finish line. And he wins the Vegas Grand Prix, so congratulations to Mark Martin, who wins once again. I think he won last race as well, so that would be a consecutive win for this guy. Now Crazy Demon also finishes in P2, 21 seconds away. Looks like he wait, hold on, hold on. Giga bottled. Oh my god. Giga made a mistake and lost 10 seconds on previous lap. So actually Mattia finished in P2 and Giga, as hard as he tried, he finished in P3. Oh man, that's very unfortunate for him. And it looks like he, even after penalties, he probably won't gain that place back. Mouse finishes in P4, ahead of Apply in P5 by 4 seconds. Kevin finishes in P6, actually ahead of Ashley, so it looks like Ashley probably made another mistake or something like that. And Florka blocks in P8. Oh, Ashley flipped. Okay, so it looks like Ashley just flipped. Well, what can I say? It's always Ashley, so not really surprising. Here the corner cuts. So Mouse has 9-second penalty, so Apply will definitely take P4 after this. Florka blocks is in P8 and Jarnalo in P9. Wenhergo is in P10. And I'm not sure if that's a driver. I don't think it is. So again, the podium is Martin, Mattia, and Crazy Demon. So that's Ferrari 2 and 3. I'm not really supposed to talk here, but I just find it quite funny how the Ferrari drivers are just looking pretty devastated here. Pretty much the entire Williams team is on the podium here right now. A very unfortunate result for Giga. He started in P2, now finished behind his teammate after making a mistake on the final lap. He actually did a pit stop, which no one else did, and was actually still managed to get ahead of his teammate after the pit stop, which was very impressive. He was going very rapidly there. But yeah, he made a mistake and lost the place. Well, another race where Mark extended his championship lead. I think it's like, wait, let me check actually what their point starting standings right now, just so I can tell you. Okay, so currently, Martinez, yeah, after this race, Martin gains another 7 points on Mattia, which would probably put him 78 points ahead, unless the standings are not updated, but I think they are. Oh no, they're not updated, so yeah. So it's actually probably more than 78 of a gap, so that's a huge lead. He'll probably be able to take that championship quite dominantly. It's probably quite easy to predict already that it's probably going to happen with the way things are going. Okay, let me just end the live stream. Thank you everyone for coming. Have a good rest of your